Hi everyone, so I'm doing this video today, well, one, because I just felt like doing a video. It's my only day off this week, so trying to relax. But also just to because the topic is still relevant at this time. It'll probably not be as relevant next Thursday or this Thursday when I do my next Magic video. Now that said, what was it? It was, what date did not say this happened on? This was technically on Friday. It was within Wednesday, Thursday time period. There was apparently a bunch of survey mock-up products mock-up products done for a survey. Obviously, they had no real significance. Mostly, I got them right now, actually up on NTG Realm. Deck Essentials, some nice art put on there, but nothing that's super amazing or anything like that. It's just some survey, customer profiles, some purchase reference habits, all that kind of stuff. Kind of get an idea what people like. So, and I haven't actually seen these first three. If I were to guess, the middle one looks kind of Theros looking, though it could be Amonkhet as well. This first one, some guy with a flame whip of some kind, or arrow. I'm looking like a whip. And then something that looks very Innistrad-y. But the one that really kind of shook the interwebs, if you will, a little bit, is that we have these booster pack containers that have pictures of not just Amonkhet and Hour of Devastation, but also for apparently a new set called Atlazan. Now, people are wondering if this is this confirmation or is this another mock-up? And one, these aren't things you'll find in your game store. These are things you find in Target and Walmart. Those are the things that they usually come in. But two, is this Wizards kind of really sowing the seeds for future stuff? See, I would like to believe so. The reason I'd like to believe so is one, we get lots of booster art for Amonkhet and Hour of Devastation, which that half of it, honestly, I could actually buy that being legitimate. And there's nothing saying that it's not legitimate in terms of the artwork and characters, which I'll go over in a little bit. But the Atlazan and the Conquest of Power, the secondary set in that block, or in that set block, I don't know for certain, because Kaladesh technically is a return, but it's technically no. We've never officially been to Kaladesh, so it's hard to say, because with Kaladesh is more or less a new plane for us to fully visit, and then you have Amonkhet. That's two planes right there. For this Atlazan to be the next set after that, that would mean 3 new sets, or 3 new planes, which then goes back and which kind of defeats their. I mean, they sometimes do that occasionally. What was the last time they do that at all? Well, technically they've done that since the beginning. I mean, Mirrodin, Kamigawa, Ravnica, Lorwyn, Alara, Zendikar. We didn't get a return set until 7 sets later, and I'm missing 1 or 2. I think Future Sight's mixed in there somewhere, so maybe 8 sets. But that's the thing that makes me question. Like, for one, we're not even done with the Kaladesh block yet. We got Aether Revolt. 2, Hour of Devastation hasn't even had any cards spoiled from that yet. We're not going to get any cards spoiled from that until at least, when does this set come out? Trying to think. Amonkhet comes out then, or Aether Revolt comes around then. We're probably not going to get any spoilers till sometime in March into April, May area. So, I mean, we might get 1 or 2 cards dropped, all that stuff, but we're not going to get anything really official until later on. And then Hour of Devastation later in the fall. This is really tough to deduce. If I were to be here's the thing. I mean, this is mock-up artwork, but these Deck Essentials are also mock-up artwork. And these are really good, all things here. Now, 2 of them don't really have much of a background. 1 of them does have a decent little snow forest background. These ones, however, have a lot of detail, a lot of background, a lot of cover. If I were to lay my cards on the table, if I were to lay my cards on the table right now and take a swing in the dark, I'm gonna right now go with the idea that these are real. and these are real. And the next set after Amonkhet is in fact Atlazan. And then I believe the next set set after that is a return set, which would probably be Ravnica. I'm gonna guess at that point. But let's actually break these down. So with the Amonkhet ones, we have 2 Amonkhet, 2 Hour of Devastation, same with the other ones. And in them, we have 2 characters we've never seen before. We have one who's a human warrior. He's got some really nice looking Egyptian armor. He's got what looks to be a drum on him, like a war drum. He's got a sword in his hand. The other, I've heard people say, is an angel, which those might be wings, or those might just be flowing parts of their gown. But it looks like it's some sort of... It looks like it has a giant cat mask and some sort of gold weaponry. But it's got basically a human body. With that said, I would be willing to bet, actually, that we don't know. We know there's 5 gods in Amonkhet. We know there are 5. We know there's 5 gods in Amonkhet. I wouldn't be surprised if the one that's primary color is white. And if they are gods, and maybe they're even tricolor gods, and Mark Roswar even answered a question on that on his blog. Let's say whatever god this happens to be, I think this will be the one where white is the primary color of the god, given just the fact that they look very pure and lovely and things along those lines. It doesn't tell us anything else about the story or what planeswalkers could be in the Amonkhet block. However, Hour Devastation does kind of do it. Now, before we get to the obvious one, Bolas, the undead mummy pharaoh thing. See, I would like to think that might be another god, but I don't think that is. That doesn't look very godly. It looks more like just like probably either a rare or a mythic rare zombie of some kind. Or mummy, depending if we actually get that creature type. But now we have Nicol Bolas featured on here, and he actually does look different. I mean, in terms of his own features, he's a 25,000-year-old dragon. But he is wearing some different wardrobe and clothing. He's got apparently some sort of vest on him, besides his golden midsection. It's not even his chest, like bronze armor of some kind. But he has got some sort of straps on his arm. So I don't know if he's carrying something or he's just got a new wardrobe, which I could believe that because he's the one who controls his entire plane. He looks a bit more regal or something in this set. Let's be clear. What we see here is not necessarily the card art we'll see. Then again, it might very well be. But I mean, it's Bolas. We know he's going to be in the set, but Hour of Devastation, from what little I understand of the Amonkhet block, plane, and all that stuff, Bolas is revealed as like the Eternal Pharaoh or something like that on the plane, and they with bated breath await the return of their Eternal Pharaoh. So it would actually make sense for him to return in the second block as opposed to the first block. And it lends credence to the idea that these might be real. Now with Atlazan, I get 2 vibes from this, and there are 2 vibes I've heard. I've heard one is Mesoamerican, which what really kind of gives the Mesoamerican theme is in the Conquest of Power art, the woman in the armor, and the fact that the Johnny's there, and cat people are very prominent in Mayan, Aztec, Mesoamerican culture. But if you look at the art, and I don't mean the actual character art, but the very faint symbols in the background over the magic symbols, they look very Aztecian and Mayan kind of, which lends to the Mesoamerican ideal. However, also, this might be a Mesoamerican / Atlantis-based set, simply because Atlazan is almost a anagram for Atlantis. There's a couple words that are off. In fact, Atlantis. Okay, it's not completely. Yeah, it's definitely not an anagram, but Atla is, Atlantis, and then even the Z can sound similar to an S. So Atlazan, Atlantis, I'm hearing some people say a Stargate kind of ideology. I wouldn't go that far, but who knows? And I love the color. Let's be clear. If we get like a Mesoamerican Atlantean type set, and this is real, which, again, putting the cards on the table, I'm going to go with it's real. This is gonna be some of the most gorgeous art. Where you think colors are gorgeous. Can you imagine the vibrant colors and mixtures and characters you're gonna get with that kind of set and a Mesoamerican Atlantis-based set? That's gonna be just gorgeous to look at. And oh god, I remembered. Perfect opportunity to give me my legendary winged snake. Quetzalcoatl is one of them, one of the gods in Aztec Mayan lore, Mesoamerican lore. So give me my legendary flying snake, please. Mythic rare legendary flying serpent god. I want that, please. Please, wizards. Please, come on, please. Anyway, but no, we have this guy, and another reason I say maybe more closer to Atlantis is because this guy looks like it's a merfolk, and if you're gonna have me, or Atlantis is part of this society, like an underwater city, and this looks clearly like some sort of merfolk, a very colorful merfolk, very aquamarines, blues, purples, reds and oranges, all colors all over the place. However, the other one that's viewed there is that's clearly Vraska on there. That is very much Vraska, which we have not seen since Return to Ravnica. It's been what? Since Return to Ravnica, it's been Theros, Tarkir, it's Battle for Zendikar, it's been Shadows over Innistrad, Kaladesh, and now we're going to Amonkhet, which I would doubt she's going to be on the plane simply because we're going to have Bolas and Liliana in that set. I can guarantee you we're going to get Liliana because we know one of the demons that she signed her contract with is on that plane. So that's 6 planes since we've seen Vraska, who we know is still very much prevalent in the multiverse. Yeah, I think this would be a good time to see Vraska again. She can be one of our black planeswalkers and a black-green planeswalker. Then you move on to Conquest for Power, which again, this is another reason that lends me to believe this might be legit. Now, first we get the warrior of some kind. Looks fine, nothing amazing with that. But then we get Ajani. Now, Ajani, first off, would make sense in a Mesoamerican world because Leon people would be a thing. Because, again, cat people are prevalent, like were-jaguars and stuff, are prevalent in that culture. Which would also give us a chance to see a different variety of were people. Like, we had the Rakshasa, yeah, I can't say it. I can say it in my head. Now let me try it again. Rakshasa. I think that's right. Basically the tiger demons. But they are tiger demons. They're still technically cats. They're not classified. I think they're classified actually as either Rakshasa or demons. Point being, though, that we have them. And they're kind of tiger-like. And in a Mesoamerican themed world, we could have Leons that are Jaguar-based or Panther-based. Those would be badass to see, man. Yeah, Leon is very much Leo, lion, but we could still very much see in a non ones like that. And Ajani's showing up in the second this next block because he's probably going to be showing up as a member of the Gatewatch by the end of this. Or he'll be an avid member to the Gatewatch by the end of this. Means that because he's in this set, he's not going to be the White Planeswalker in the next set. That will probably end up going to either Gideon or a new Planeswalker. Because right now we'll probably definitely have Liliana and we'll have Nicol Bolas, and that fills at least 3 color pies. You still need a green and a blue one to fill the entire color pie. If I were to again guess, I would say Gideon would probably make sense. We'll probably get another Planeswalker from that plane. And a green Planeswalker of some kind. I think the new Planeswalker will actually be a green one. So, but that's my thoughts. That's my opinions. But yeah, I just wanted to cover this real quick. I kind of hope this is real because I would really dig an Atlantis Mesoamerican set. But anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. As ideas for who wins, let me know. Put them in the comments below. Same for what if videos. I have no plans tomorrow except for box office. And I don't know what if I'll go over next week, but I'll go over or this coming week. But yeah, and then this week is Star Wars Rogue One. So we got plenty of stuff coming. Yeah, hope you enjoy. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and see you next time.